Pedestrian accidents in Massachusetts. Good afternoon. I'm Neil Burns. I'm an attorney, and along with my partner, Roshan Jain, we represent victims of motor vehicle accidents and pedestrian accidents. And this afternoon, I'm going to talk a little bit about pedestrian accidents in Massachusetts when people are injured. These are complicated cases sometimes because the witness is you and there's not a lot of damage to a vehicle. Sometimes with vehicles damaged, we can figure out what happened. If it was in a crosswalk, sometimes we have witnesses, sometimes we don't. The other driver, the defendant, that will say something different from what probably happened. And once he or she has a lawyer, it'll be very different from what probably happened. So we rely on a number of things in pedestrian accidents. And these are some very serious cases. We have brain injury cases, we have wrongful death cases, we have broken bone cases. We have one case we're working on now where we do have a video. The person was thrown up in the air and down on the ground. We have cases with children, a lot of cases with children, unfortunately. And what we do is we are very thorough. We get the police report, we look for witnesses, we look for cameras that are in the area. And there's sometimes private cameras, sometimes public cameras, video cameras. And we have to get that evidence soon because these loops tend to recycle and they don't use them, they don't keep them forever. But we need a lot of evidence to prove that the accident happened. Your injuries, while they may be serious and may be long-term, are easier to prove because we have your doctors, we have your medical records, we have your medical bills, we have your testimony about what happened when you went to the doctor after your surgery, or what the loss was when someone was killed, when there's a wrongful death case. We can get people's tax returns, things like that. The most important thing in these pedestrian cases is to prove liability. Again, you've got one driver, and he or she is going to say something very different from what you're going to say or what the proof might be. And we don't have necessarily enough witnesses in most of these cases. So we look at a lot of factors. If you've been injured, call Burns and Jain. We have a lot of experience with pedestrian cases, a lot of experience with trials, a lot of experience with mediations. We are effective, we're aggressive, and we care about you. Give us a call, Burns and Jain, 617-227-7423. Thank you.